Hey everybody, I'm here with my friend Saberspark because...
I wouldn't go that far. We're not really friends. More like
Oh, wow. Well, how dare you?
acquaintances at best. At best. What?
No, but... So, Ryan Walterson requested for me to review Northern North King Size Adventure, Northern North 3, basically. And since I did it with Saber before, I went ahead and watched it with him. So we're going to do a little review of Northern North 3. Since, yeah, it's... Oh my god. Like, I hope this franchise just dies.
I don't think it is. I think they figured it out how to make it sustainable, and that really makes me upset. Where it's like, no, they figured it out how to not fail.
Yeah, because the thing is, like, this, and the second movie were, like, already planned, like, back-to-back, I think. I'm not sure, like, what they're gonna do after this. But, because I think they wanted to do, like, a series. That's why the second one felt like two different movies.
Yeah, I never saw the first movie, but I know it's notorious. I know enough of it. I watched the second movie with you, what you just said. Like, it was two mini movies in one, which... Wait, so was it confirmed, or you just suspect that it was a series? That they were...
I think I suspect that it was going to be a series.
Okay.
And I don't know if it's planning on to be one or not.
Well, this one felt like... I mean, can I go ahead and just start hitting gripes?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so the biggest gripe I have is just, like, we talked about it throughout our Let's Watch for it, was the padding. And how they kept jumping back, because you identified quickly that there'd be a B plot, which they're very much so.
Yeah, I was like, oh yeah, they're gonna take Normal Way on this helicopter to go find this Chinese artifact that's been stolen by this other guy.
How outrageous the plots are in this movie. Like, I get that fictional stuff can be crazy, but this stuff, it's just so nonsensical. Like, him going to New York, okay, but like, now he's going to Beijing in a helicopter, and some enemy bad guy is in a boat chasing after him, and then they meet the grandson, and then there's a bunch of Komodo dragons that have Yoshi tongues that attack them.
Yeah.
It's like, what's going on? Like, this is bizarre. But the padding of the movie felt... This is a movie where you can cut down, because there are scenes where action happens. And either the action needs to be... like Lord of the Rings stuff. Not necessarily Lord of the Rings, but you know what I mean? Like, let the action be telling a story. Versus the action equating to a result, where the result was, oh, they're still going to Beijing, and now Norm has the artifact, and the villain lost it.
And then Norm gets a phone call, and is like, oh, here's the padding for the movie.
Yeah, here's the padding. Let's talk for a bit. It's just, I don't know, man. It stretched the movie out so much. They probably could have cut this thing down by 40 minutes.
Which I was surprised, like, how little the B plot really connected at all, other than, oh, there's a wedding going on because his grandfather's getting married, and like he has to go back there in time to be there at the wedding because he gave his word or some shit.
That would have been
really
a much better. If anything, you could have worked with that to make it a more interesting A plot, because the Beijing stuff is just so nonsensical. Like, it came out of nowhere, like literally out of a crashing airplane, hits the ground, and then Norm saves the pilot, who has this Chinese, like, artifact, and it leads to a mountain that opens up a treasure trove that had a back door that they could have just gone through the entire time.
Yeah, you're like, there's a back door to this secret room. Like,
man, dude, it's embarrassing. It's embarrassingly bad. And I like bad stuff that's so bad it's good. And there were some moments where I laughed out loud at how bad things were. But like, when the scene where they have a fight in a helicopter over the ocean, that goes on for, like, I think 10 minutes, and it feels like forever. It's like, guys, are we still doing this? Like, good lord, can we please wrap this up?
It's so weird, because this movie actually slightly looks better than the first two. I can't tell, though. Yeah, like, at least the textures, because when we first see, like, the two, like, new models that are in this movie, they look incredibly detailed when we first see them.
Actually, almost to an uncanny level, because their skin levels are, like, they look cartoony, but they have, like, skin cells, and it's like, like, weird.
Yeah, but the animation is still, like, so, like, at best. The voice acting is, like, fine, other than a couple characters where it's like, oh, they were definitely phoning it in. But the other voice acting is just fine.
We know one of the voice actors.
We know two of them.
Well, we know of one of them and met them before, but Vincent Tong, I could probably tweet at him and he'd probably reply to me.
Yeah.
He's a nice guy. He works up in Vancouver as a voice actor. Yeah, I thought he did a good job voice acting. Though I
Yeah.
heard a lot of Flash Century, and it kind of cracks me up how there's a scene where he's like, "The sunset." I'm like, "Oh, sunset."
Yeah, Sunset Shimmer.
But no, man, this is an overall bad movie. I was curious. The second ones were so random. Like you said that the storyline in one of the second movies with like when they go to the city, like New York, was really random, and it was. But all these movies are just stupid random. But like this one in particular was like just like ridiculous levels of random.
Yeah, especially with the lemmings. The lemmings are like by far the worst part. And they were probably the most prominent in this movie from what I remember of like all three of them, because they do some like really dumb stuff. Like to get the crashed pilot out of the cave, the lemmings pee on the ice to make it melt.
There's a scene where they defeat these Komodo dragons in a battle, and then they fart on them and push them off into a lava pit.
Like they fall on like to the edge of the pit. You don't like actually see them go into the lava. They're just like on the edge, but it's kind of like implying like, oh yeah, they're gonna these lemmings are gonna kill these Komodo dragons. And there's also a point where the lemmings are getting airsick in the helicopter, and they crash and they fall. Like the bag of their vomit falls on them.
Well, they're like, "Oh, I'm feeling sick," but then a scene before that, they were doing barrel rolls and laughing while riding.
Yeah,
and I'm like, that doesn't make. There's no continuity there. So I don't know. It just the movie just seems like it felt like it's a fanfic, and it's very poor writing. Just the Chinese artifact, a helicopter, and they open a hidden temple. It's like, what? What are you talking about? Like, that doesn't make sense.
I mean, all the Norman North movies sound like a fanfic.
Yeah, they're just no. They're not. They don't. The universe that they take place in it's just stupid stuff.
Yeah, it's really really dumb. All the Norman the North movies are.
Well, I don't know what else to say about it, to be honest. The B plot was funny because we laughed about how like, why are people so angry? Because the kid might have been bossy, but he got the job done and was able to like put together a nice like wedding venue.
Yeah.
So I guess that's unforgivable.
Yeah, I wanted to keep this one a bit short with our thoughts on it, because man, it's these movies are like very painful to sit through. So thanks, Ryan.
It was an hour and like 40 minutes or something like that, right? Or an hour and 30?
it was 90 minutes, like a typical movie. But you can definitely feel the padding.
Yeah. Thanks, Ryan.
Yeah. So if you have seen Northern North, Kingdom, King Side's Adventure, whatever the fuck this movie is called. If you have seen this movie, tell me what you thought of it down in the comments. I hope you haven't seen it. I hope you haven't seen any of Norman North movies. They're not worth your time at all.
No, they're not. They're an absolute waste.
And I will see you in the next video. Bye.
Bye.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Well, by now we're getting a bit used to winter. We're like soldiers in the middle of a campaign, growing hardened to discomfort and better able to save.